Hey, what's going on, FBC Youth family? Yes, we win. An oldie but goodie. I love Kurt and Little Baby because we're talking about winning. It's something that we are all proud to do when it happens. It's something that we practice long and hard so that it can happen. When we win, we're celebrated, we're validated, we're cheered. We feel good about ourselves when we win. It's something that we learn even from a young age to learn how to win. Gotta cut it off. Whether it's Uno, whether it's spelling bees, or whether it's soccer game or basketball game, we all just want to win. But what would it look like if Steph Curry in the NBA playoffs stepped on the court, jump ball, he gets the ball and he hands it to Ja Morant, lets him score. And the ball's taken in out of bounds. Steph Curry gives the ball to Ja Morant, lets him go in and score again. And he did that the whole game. Of course, we know the outcome. Memphis would have all the points and Golden State would have nothing. Memphis would win. They'd win the series eventually. They go on to the Western Conference Finals. It just doesn't make sense for Steph to keep giving up the ball so that Ja Morant and the Grizzlies could win. But that's kind of what was going on in our text, in our children's church lesson. Bear with me, there's a few more verses that I want to read coming from Genesis chapter 26, verse 12. And Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in that same year 100-fold. The Lord blessed him, and the man became rich and gained more and more until he became very wealthy. He had possessions of flocks and herds and a great household, so that the Philistines envied him. They were jealous of him. Now the Philistines had stopped and filled with earth all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father. And Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are much mightier than we are." So Isaac departed from there and encamped in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. And Isaac dug again the wells of water which had been dug in the days of Abraham his father. For the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he gave them the names which his father had given them. But when Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found there a well of springing water, the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, "The water is ours." So he called the name of the well Esek, because they contended with him. Then they dug another well, and they quarreled after that also, so he called its name Sitnah. And he moved from there and dug another well, and over that they did not quarrel. So he called its name Rehoboth, saying, "For now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." See, it was a very important lesson that Isaac was trying to teach us, is that we care for others by getting along. 3 times the people of the land took what rightfully belonged to Isaac and his people. And what did Isaac do? Did he decide, I'm going to fight, I'm going to go up against him? No, he said, fine. You filled up my first wells with dirt. We'll move to another location and we'll dig new wells. They dug new wells, and then the herdsmen claimed, oh no, this water belongs to us. What did Isaac do? Fine, take it. I'll go to another location. And they said, no, this water also belongs to us. And he said, fine, you can keep it. I'll go to another location. And finally, he found a place that the water was theirs, and he did not run into confrontation with the people. It's very important for us to learn. It didn't make sense for quite some time to me, but Isaac was showing us an important lesson that it's not so much what we have that's important, but it's the relationships that we're able to maintain. And Isaac was showing us that it's important to get along with people, and it's not always easy. See, this is what you have to understand. Isaac was a powerful man, Isaac was a rich man, and Isaac could have gotten some people together to fight against these folks who were trying to say, this well belongs to me. But he chose not to, because what was more important to Isaac was that he got along with the people that were around him. Now, I'm here to tell you, it's not always easy to get along with people. I had 3 older brothers, and there were many occasions when I was so mad at my brothers because they were calling me names, they were being mean to me. I have a big neighborhood of friends and family, but there are many times when they were picking on me and making fun of me. There may be times when we're even at school and the teacher's being mean to us, and it's not easy to get along with people. But what God is telling us through Isaac is that we care for others by getting along with them. Now, don't get me wrong. If somebody does something to hurt you or to harm you or inflict any amount of pain upon you, it's critical that you let a trusted adult know, let your parents know right away, and they can help to manage that for you. But what Isaac is teaching us is that there are times when we do need to walk away from trouble. We need to walk away from situations. We need to walk away from people because it's not worth the confrontation. It's more important that somehow we learn to get along. So that's the message from Isaac. He was a godly man. He had a godly father, and he was fulfilling the destiny that God had promised for his father. And in doing that, he was going to be a blessing to all the people in the world. What a big task for Isaac, but he was up for it. And we each have an individual task to help make this world a better place. And it begins with loving ourselves, loving God, and learning to love each other. Amen. Have a great day. See you on Sunday at Children's Church. Bye-bye.